Is it live on Facebook?
Hold on, setting up your meeting for Facebook Live.
Here it says live. I've got the live on Facebook tab going on already. So in case you're watching, I think we're here live. We're just making sure, because we lost our Friday video. We put it out and it didn't actually get out. Our tech guru selves, do not call me for technical questions.
So the beautiful thing is that I have a little sign that says this meeting is now live on Facebook. So instead of being together on Friday, here we are on a Sunday morning at 11:28 Pacific Standard Time. Isn't that exciting?
That is, and 9:28 Hawaiian time.
Well, excuse me, moi. We're slightly different.
Okay. And to like share with you what we're up to and what we discovered, and some things that we're pretty actually really excited about.
Yes. Okay, so the first thing we get to say is we had a word to be with you on Facebook Live, and we have not been able to do it. And what actually happened in the summer, is that we took a moment to restore ourselves and actually take a little look at what we wanted and what we were committed to have happen. Sorry, I just have a little technical breakdown where I am, so just give me a second. Okay,
so I'll continue. So we've been having so many great conversations about what's special to us about committed parenting, what we really want to get up to inside of committed parenting. And we both really realized, like, we love this conversation. Like, families really matter to both of us. Like, not only just our own family, but other people's family. Like, I really got, like, you know, I love the dynamics I get to have in my family. I really love that. And I really want everyone to have access to that same kind of thing, and myself to have an enhanced view of it and an enhanced space of it, right? Yeah. And so
like not just settling for where it is now is what I hear.
No, because like there's no right or perfect. There isn't. There's just, you know, connected. We really got, like, it's really about being in this moment, connected with your family, and inside of that, families get to thrive. And it's like, wow, that is so important to me. It's like, yeah, if families get to thrive, I'm in. I'm all in.
And so what we actually created was our mission. And what we said our mission statement is that kids get seen and heard. Families get connection and parents have power. And the kicker is exactly what Sarah was saying. Families thrive.
Yeah. And like, we're literally making this our mission. Like, that's what we're up to. And that's what we're up to here. And we invite you to be up to that with us. So wherever you are in the conversation with parenting and where your family is, there is no perfect. There is no, like, take a picture and put it on a wall because you're the poster child. There isn't that. And so wherever you are inside of that conversation, whether you're, you know, coming into parenting, whether you've been a parent for years, whether you have adult children, whether you're, you know, adopted families, grandparents, you know, children themselves.
Creating families, or whether you're actually creating families. Yeah,
whether they're by blood or not. Like, wherever you are inside of the conversation of families, join us, be part of this mission, this movement of families thrive. Families matter and they thrive. And it makes a difference coming from those spaces. So that's what we're really interested in getting up to. So we are committing that every Friday, except when there might be some technical difficulties. But every week we are interested in coming into this conversation, having a conversation inside of committed parenting and families thrive. And every month we tend to take on a theme, like a place to come from, so that we can really be connected and related in what's going on in our family and bring life into it. Like, I don't know, I love when we take on kind of a theme for a month, or a commitment, a connection tool to really look at our family from, because it gives me such value. I get to see it through a different lens and see things I didn't see before, and connect in different ways.
Yeah, and what I notice is it literally brings out whatever it's like putting on a lens, right? And whatever lens you're looking through, it actually then brings some things forward and other things recede into the background. And that's why we take on these things. It's literally like giving life to a specific lens so that something new shows up. Yeah.
It keeps it fresh.
It really
and present.
Yes.
Yeah, which is a really important space to be connected.
Exactly. And the thing is that, like, families are like 24/7, right? And so to have, right? But I think that's the thing, right? We can get really I think resigned or get stuck in patterns. And so that's why this
Automatic.
is so,
It's
yeah.
very automatic, fast.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. And so this is a chance to have a break from the automatic. This is a chance to, open the eyes a little bit more, or open the heart a little bit more, and just like look around and see freshly. And that's what these monthly themes are about. So we are definitely committing that we are showing up and having these conversations every week. And bear with us in our technological guru-ness, and we're going to make the best of it. And here we are. And we have a couple things coming down the pipeline of inside of this year, some different initiatives and projects that we really want to get up to that forward this whole idea of families thrive. And we want to hear from more of you. Like, we really want to open up now that we have this new technology called Zoom inside of Facebook Live. We can actually have you click on the link and join into our Zoom meeting. So we can have you here talking with us, sharing with us, and being part of the conversation with us, not just commenting in the background. And so we're really looking to like widen it and expand it, have it expansive. So you get to be with us and we get to be with you.
I know, isn't it exciting?
It is. So we can't wait to play with you and talk with you. If you are a request or a demand to be in this conversation with us live, we'll even like maybe organize a different time that works for you. Like, let us know, make a request. We would love to be in this conversation with you. So please comment below, send us a message, get a hold of us and say, hey, I would love to be in this conversation with you. I want to talk with you live, and we'll bring you on. If you're an expert, if you're a parent, if you just want to share what is going on with you, there's no qualifications needed. You get to come in and be with us and be in this conversation.
Exactly. And we do have some people lined up for us too. But we're not going to tell you about that right now.
No, we'll give the previews when it's due. When it's ready. But and that's awesome. Great. Okay, so December has now started. So as you know, if you have been a viewer of ours, that we do like to take on these lenses, these themes, these commitments. Like, we're called committed parenting because however you are committed, that's what's going to show up. That's the lens you're going to look through. So if you're committed for love, like everything's going to come through love when you're standing in your commitment. And so we try on each month a commitment that you can look through, a commitment to come from and to play with and to, try on and see if you discover something new in the conversation. So this month's theme,
isn't it so cool? Okay, drum roll, is Savour.
Yeah. And it's so perfect being December. Like this whole month, we get to be inside, savor and savoring. And you might even ask yourself, like, what does that even mean to you? Like, what does savor and savoring mean to you?
Yeah, and what does it mean to you within your family, right? So if we even were just to look up savor,
I love it. I love that you're getting into definition.
The definition of savor is the quality in a substance that affects the sense of taste or smell. Okay, that's one. And then there's a verb here. It's to savor, to taste, to smell, to exhibit the peculiar characteristics. That's a bit weird. But really what it is
peculiar characteristics. I think there's some peculiarity in my family.
Yes, mine too. But isn't that cool? Like if we put that lens on it right there, from what the word actually brings up. It's actually to be in, like it's like you can hear there's some kind of like marinating in.
It is. It's like inside. It's like I just get to be inside my family, inside this moment, inside this like precious space and time that's only exists in this little blurb, and like be with all of it. Like notice all of it, taste it, hear it, smell it. Be really like capture it. Really, all my tentacles of sensory gets to like bring it in.
Yeah, totally. That's what I hear too. Right, like the opportunity to actually like to rest in it, to relax into it, to take it all in.
I like that rest in it and relax into it part too, because it doesn't have to be so
trying intense. To get and I think like sometimes that's exactly how December can be. Like there's all the stuff to get done, right?
Yeah. Yeah, December
Then we
tends
can
to have
relax
a
at some
flavor of
point.
itself.
Yeah.
And imagine if you got to bring Savour
Mm,
into your December.
yeah. Which is
And
why
so
we really chose it, right? We
yeah,
actually chose it with
because
due diligence.
I know it was intentional.
Yeah.
It's like, really, I know as a mom and talking to other moms or other parents or other family members, like this, what you love, what people tend to love about this time of year is that families coming together. It
Mhm.
is the tradition. It is the marking of like a continuum. It is like an honoring of something. And then
Yes.
what generally can happen is it can be very fast paced. Go, go, go. And you can tend to not get as present or be and really have the fulfillment and satisfaction that you
Exactly.
really love.
Yeah. I think that that is it for me, is that like there's like this go, go, go. And we don't savor, we don't, we don't have that experience of being satisfied at the end of the day. Yeah.
Yeah. And so we're out to interrupt that for ourselves
Hands down.
and anyone that wants to
Mm,
take this on. Because like this is
yeah.
your December. This is
Yeah.
your holiday time if you celebrate the holidays. This is your time, your family.
Yeah.
And
And I'm also going to add to that, that for me, we're actually ending a decade. So this is actually
mm,
a decade.
that's huge.
Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, and time is whatever you make of it, but like we like to mark things with time. And so it's really the opportunity to take on
Mm,
marking this time.
it does. Yeah. And what a perfect way is to like savor your life, savor everything that's been up until now,
Hmm.
savor what now is, savor the people
Yeah.
in your life.
You know what I just hear too? If we take it on like that, then we actually create a space for the next year, the next decade when we do
Yeah.
that.
You
Hmm.
really like what a way to start the next decade of
Yeah,
like
right? How
think-
powerful would that be?
I know inside of savoring, you're appreciating, you're
Yeah.
in gratitude, you're in reverence,
Yeah.
and like wow, to get what actually this moment is and what's possible in life. It's and this whole decade, this new decade that's opening up is right in front of you, and what's it gonna bring? Like it just yeah, really sets you up powerfully for the new year. Ooh, well
Yeah.
done and intentionality.
Awesome. Okay, so the invitation is come and savor. And this first week, you really just want to be noticing. Did up my English?
Yeah, it's a practice. Like say, like
Mhm.
really, we invite you to take on the practice of
That's
savoring.
exactly it.
And you might
So
not always be savoring, and it's okay too. It's very
exactly.
okay.
Well, most commonly when we're trying to figure something out, the first things we notice is what it isn't. So we notice where we're not savoring is likely the first thing that's going to come up.
Yeah. And it's an opportunity in that moment of noticing, in that moment where you notice you're not savoring, guess what is available? It's like
Yeah.
you can actually then really look around, stop, and savor and create something. And that's the idea of the practice of it.
It really is. Yeah. So what practice are you taking on, ma'am?
Oh, yeah. So for me, so what I used to do, if you would walk around me, you would hear about every hour bamboo wood chimes chinging along in the background. And it was something that had me very present and connected in my life. And I've stopped doing that. And I'm going to start doing that. So I'm going to set an hourly alarm on my phone with bamboo web chimes. And I'm going to every hour ask myself, what are you savoring?
Mm-hmm.
Stop. Hi. Look around. What are you savoring right now? And that's a practice I'm going to take on to like really get present and to notice all the opportunities to savor that are around me
Yeah. Brilliant. Yeah.
and yourself.
Yeah, so the one is actually creating moments every day to savor my kids, my family, every day, right? And part of that is like, I don't know, we all do these things differently, but we have an advent calendar, and so there's a building part to it, there's an eating part to it, and then there's a doing part to it, and like actually making time for that every single day to be present, what's got created, and it might just
Mm,
be a minute, but it's actually taking it on every day, right? So it's not just me creating it or having elves help me create it, but actually being with what's happening. Yeah. And then the other thing is definitely is when I'm home is to set alarms. It really makes a difference to check in. Right. Am I actually present and savoring? Or is my head somewhere else? So that's what I'm taking on.
And know what I just heard there when you said about coming home and walking in the door? Imagine when you walked in the door, there was the word Savour on your door.
That's brilliant. How about I do that?
I want to do that. And I don't really have a door right now, so that might be a thing. But an archway, I'm actually going to make a banner when I come onto my boat. It says Savour. And I'm actually going to make it with the kids. Like, what a great project to make a banner,
Brilliant project.
Savour, and put it on our boat. So every time we walk on, it's like just that reminder of we get to savor right now. We get to be together. How are we going to savor this moment?
Yeah, I'm in.
Okay,
Brilliant.
I love it. So share with us. Let us know in the comments below on our Facebook group, or let us know however you can get a hold of us. How are you savoring this moment? What practice of savor are you taking on? And what's showing up from that? Like, what are you noticing? What now gets to be here and present out of you taking on this month's theme and commitment of savor?
Yes, please. Let's hear from you.
Let's hear from you. And we will be back Friday.
Okay. Lots of love.
Awesome.
Okay.
Bye.
Okay, bye.